Hey guys, what's going on? What's going on? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? What's up? It's your chief visionary. Yes, we're live. We're live. Come on in. Hello, hello. Super excited. It is the Real Biz Life Day. What's going on, tribe? How are you? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Yes, every Thursday we're here live. Happy Real Biz Life Day. Yay. What's going on? It's your Chief Visionary, Natasha Davis here, CEO and founder of Impact Branding Consulting and the SaaS tool for consultants, profit enhancer analysis. Definitely proud about that. For those who don't know me, I'm the Chief Visionary. I am honored to serve business owners and companies for over 16 plus years, helping them to develop their structure, strategy, and scale. Absolutely love what I do. All right, guys, so come on in, come and hang out with us. We are inside the business lab. We're going to talk about some real strong things today. Let's hang out. Let me know, how has your week been? Let me know. I want to know, which one of the golden nuggets have you implemented this week, right? This past week, which golden nugget did you implement? What did you pull out of the vault and bring into the business? Which one of the golden nuggets? Let me know. You can drop that in the comment section. Let me know what golden nugget you implemented and how it's going for you. I love that. All right, so listen, today here inside the business lab, we are going to dissect, yes, the 5 things that you need to invest in so that you can start, stabilize, and scale the company. I absolutely love that. Love it, because I think that in today's economy, what we're all experiencing is that in order to mobilize the brand, in order to take the business to the next level, we're actually having to do a little bit more. It takes a little bit more effort. It's actually a lot more effort, right? It's not as straightforward as it used to be several years ago, 10, 15, even 20 years ago. My Lord, like 5 years ago, it's not even as straightforward anymore. So we have to do a little bit more to accomplish scale. We have to do a little bit more to scale and mobilize a company, right? And so having clarity is absolutely critical. Without the clarity on how you're going to stabilize and how you're going to scale and how you're going to get to the next level, these are the things that's going to mess you up. Right. And so today we're going to talk about that in this inside here in the business lab. We're going to dissect that. So I want to say hello to my loyal tribe. Welcome back. And thank you for hanging out with me. And to my newbies, welcome to the business lab. Welcome, welcome. This is actually a live show. It's not pre-recorded. This is a live show. And this is a place where we get to dissect the good, the bad, and the strategy around business, right? I transfer knowledge to you so that you can literally like lift the lid off your thinking, and you can begin to like explore the possibilities and explore how can we grow? How can we improve? And this is just a time for you to stop for maybe 20 minutes or so, just so we can explore all the possibilities that are available for us here in business, right? So here inside the business lab, not only am I giving you tools, I'm giving you techniques, I'm giving you tangible, relevant knowledge so that you can do what? Achieve economies of scale. And so someone might be like, well, who are you, Miss Ma'am? What makes you qualified to do such a thing? Well, aside from my 16 plus years in business and experience doing strategic planning and helping over, like the last time I counted was over 200 companies to achieve scale. I have written and published 3 books about these scalable principles. I have been honored and to be presented with several awards and recognitions for the work that I do. I've been featured on radio, TV, and print publications, and also featured on the Big Grit Entrepreneur docuseries, which was produced by the Infusionsoft Keep company. So there you have it. As your business strategist, I am committed to normalizing and simplifying strategic planning for you. I want you to achieve economies of scale. I want you to experience that beautiful thing. And so we get to hang out today. And this is like the no judgment zone, right? There's no judgment here inside the business lab. We are all taking it to the next level, right? All right. So, hey, listen, before I forget, I want to make sure that you know, whenever you are focused on whenever you're really focused on mobilizing your goals, achieving scale, right? Whenever that is it's something that you're focused on, I want you to know that you can get the on-demand support that you need. If you go to the link you see on screen, ibcacademyonline.com is where you can go and you can get the on-demand support to help you to achieve the goals that you're looking for and achieve scale this year. All right. All right. So listen, let's get ready to go inside the business lab. Are y'all ready? Pens, paper, right? Pen, paper up, notes open. Let's get ready to go. Yes, we're going to get ready to go inside the business lab. And let me tell you what, we are going to dissect something really awesome. We are going to talk about what it's going to take to invest into the certain things so that you can achieve the economies of scale, so you can really move the company forward, so you can scale it, right? Don't be stingy, please, and thank you. Please don't be stingy. Let somebody know that the Biz Live show is on. Like, don't let your business owners, don't let other business owners miss this. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Let them know to come hang out. Text them, tag them, because we are live in LinkedIn, we're live in YouTube, and we are live in Facebook. Tag them and let them know. Let's go. Let's get ready. She is on. She's about to drop these golden nuggets. Don't be stingy. Let them know that we're live, right? Let's have some good transfer of knowledge happening, right? All right, so here are the 5 things that we're going to talk about. Let's dissect it. 5 things that you need to really invest in so that you can stabilize and scale your company. I want you to stabilize and scale your company. And here's what I want you to know. So a company is only as good as its leader, right? A company is only as good as its leader. And a strategy is only going to be as effective as its implementation, right? Because you can have strategy for whatever it is you're going to do, but if you don't implement it, it's worthless. It's not even worth the paper it's written on or typed on, right? The notes that you wasted, right? All the bandwidth that you put in on it, the Wi-Fi, right? It's not worth it, right? So a company is only going to be as good as its leader, and a leader has to be able to identify the areas which they need to invest in so that they can move not only themselves forward, but they can move the company forward. And in my book, 25 Valuable Golden Nuggets to Start, Stabilize, and Scale Any Company, I share these scalable principles. And so that companies can begin to look and explore, leaders can begin to look and explore these particular principles so that they can say, wait a second, how can we make this thing a little bit better? How can we do what we're doing better, right? All right, guys. So listen, let's get into it. So I'm going to touch base on 5 of the 25 that I have shared inside of my book. You can get the book at natashadavisvisionary.com/books. You can go get a copy of the book. But for right now, I want you to pay attention, right? So here's what we're going to talk about. So the first thing that we look at, and I believe in, when we are looking to scale a company, when we need to stabilize first and then we're going to scale it, you need to invest in personal development and leadership development. Let me tell you what, somebody is rolling their eyes. If I hear about personal development and leadership development one more time, I'm going to lose it. Well, guess what? You're going to hear about it today, and you're not going to lose it because this is the right thing. When a leader does not invest in developing themselves, the company suffers, right? We've talked about this inside the business lab. The company suffers because the leader has stagnant thinking. The leader's thinking is stuck. It's limited, right? There's no depth. There's no dimension. There's no growth, right? There's no openness to receive the newness that's happening, right? You have seen many large companies that have toppled, right? They've been in business for years and they have toppled. Why? They've come crumbling. Why? Because the leader's thinking got stuck. It was like, boom, we hit a ceiling. You never want your thinking as a leader to become stuck. Be open to receive what's new, what's happening. You don't have to act on everything, but you do need to be open because you don't want opportunities to pass you by, right? Like, don't be stubborn, like, oh, I've got this figured out. I don't care if you're making 250,000. I don't care if you're making $1 million. I don't care if you're making 750,000. I don't care if you're making 10 million or 25 million. You can always learn something. You can always learn more. You can always develop yourself, right? So personal development and leadership development is important. It must be invested in. If you have a team and you have a team of leaders, You need to invest in development for them, because if they become stagnant, so will the teams and the people they follow, and so will their department, their projects, their division, and it's a domino effect. It falls back on the company. So how do you look at development? You can look at that through leadership coaching. There's no shame in having a leadership coach. I actually have more than one coach, and I've shared this. You guys know I'm pretty transparent here. I've shared that I have more than one coach, because when you get to a certain point in business, you have to have more than one coach, because you're working on different things. You're fine tuning different areas as a leader, right? You can do that through leadership coaching. You can do that through cohorts and masterminds, being in a group where you have the thoughts, the meeting of the minds, and things are flying, right? It's helping you to expand your thinking and to evolve, right? To really blossom. Attend conferences. Go to conferences where you are either going to develop personal development conferences, or you're going to conferences that are industry specific. Don't feel that you only need to go to industry specific conferences or industry specific training. You should scratch that. You should go to conferences and trainings that focuses on personal development, right? I remember when I was exposed to the elements of meditation, right? And really diving into that completely shifted me as a leader and shifted me as an individual. You don't develop personally and through leadership, and you don't make yourself a better person, a better in family, a better friend, right? Anything, you become better across the board. So there is no downside to investing in personal development. There's no downside to investing in leadership development. There is an ROI, is that you become better, right? That's the key. All right. You can also invest in like self trainings. You can go to places like LinkedIn Learning. You can go to Udemy. Some people say Udemy, tomato, same thing, right? Udemy, whatever. You can go to those trainings. There's online courses, ibcacademyonline.com. You have online courses. That is a self-learning opportunity. You can go there. Read books. Read books about not only self, but read books about your industry. Also explore things. Like if you have a weakness, probably you should be reading up on that. Like, how do I like strengthen my weakness, but I capitalize on my strengths, right? Your goal is to strengthen your weaknesses, but capitalize on your strengths. Don't only focus on your strengths, learn how to, strengthen up your weaknesses, right? Yay. All right. So that is one thing that you invest in. That's number one. Remember, the company is only as good as what its leader. If you are not focusing on developing you and making you better, the company is suffering, whether you know it or not. I don't care if you think you're the best thing since wheat bread. Doesn't matter. Okay. You can always get better. Yes. All right. Number two, invest in manpower. Invest in manpower. Let me tell you what your goal is: to grow the team to your specifications, right? The company grows based on what you want. It's not about growing the team according to what other people say. It's growing your company and your team according to what you have desired. What's the strategy for your company? But you do want to look at, how do you grow your team? How do you duplicate yourself, right? How do you mobilize the mission? You mobilize the mission by investing in manpower. That could be growing your team through W-2s, 1099s, or W-8s, right? It's the same thing. You can grow your team that way. In order to scale a company, you need money and manpower. And don't let anyone tell you any different, okay? There's no easy or free way to scale the company. You want to scale your company, you're going to need money and manpower. Even if you infuse a bunch of money into the scale strategy, you still need manpower. Who's mobilizing the mission? Who's mobilizing the plan? The leader can't be the only producer. Where are you going to go? You have a cap. You can only do but so much. At some point, the leader has to go to sleep. You got to rejuvenate, right? So as the leader, you want to duplicate yourself in all facets, right? And so therefore you hire your weakness, right? You hire your weakness first, and then you go and hire your duplicates, and then you are going to capitalize. You're going to leverage the entire talent pool, okay? And so therefore, as the leader, your goal is to learn how to loosen the grip and not micromanage every single thing. I've said this before here inside the business lab, right? learn to let it go. Okay. As long as the team gets it done on time, they get it done correctly, right? They get it done according to company policy. They don't violate laws. No one's doing anything illegal. Leave them alone. Leave them be. Let them do what they're doing. They're going to get it done. They're going to get it done. Give the tasks, give the deadlines. You want to give your parameters, your expectations, adhere to the policy. Don't do anything illegal. Make it happen. People think differently. We go about things differently, but learn to loosen up the grip. Don't overly micromanage how things are getting done, because that's going to frustrate you. And really, you're not duplicating yourself, because you're still overseeing every single thing. The company can't scale when you have over micromanagement. So you want to be careful with that. Loosen the grip and go ahead and leverage your entire talent pool. Yes. All right. Awesome. I see you guys hanging out with me. Thank you for being here. Love you much. I appreciate that. Don't forget to tell somebody, tag them, text them right here. Tell them to come hang out with us, please. And thank you. We're dropping these golden nuggets. We're dropping these golden nuggets. Are you catching these golden nuggets? Are you catching these golden nuggets, right? You're like, I'm grabbing every last one. All right. All right. Let's keep going. Number 3. What do you need to invest in so that you can stabilize and scale your company, especially in today's economy? Structure. You have to invest in structure. Let me share with you, the investment into systems and processes is game changer. You can't run a business haphazardly. Not only is it frustrating and it's expensive, it's also unprofitable. There's no profits in a haphazardly run company. It's just chaotic. And what happens is people start putting on blinders. You put on blinders, you're like, I'm not looking, I don't see it. And you think that because I don't say anything, or because I'm putting on blinders, it's not happening. It is happening. A lot is happening. So whenever there's chaos and there's lack of structure and unproductivity and things like that, it's time for you to stop, and you need to start investing in structure. And let me be transparent with you. When you have a company that's been around for any length of time, if you've been running without structure, without processes, without clear defined procedures, when you realize that it's time to start investing in structure, it is going to be a bit hard for you, because you are going to have to change the way that you do things. You are going to have to stop. You're going to have to stop doing the things that's not working. And that's going to be the challenge, because it's your natural innate ability to fall back into comfort, to fall back into doing what you've been doing all the while. So if you've been running your business for any length of time, just kind of shooting from the hip, getting things done, you haven't really invested in structure. When you decide and you realize, something, we really do have to invest in structure. If we're going to go any further, we have to invest in structure. It's going to be change. You're going to have to embrace it. It's not going to be super easy, but I promise you it will pay off, right? So when we think about the structure and the processes that's being implemented, right? Always remember this: systems work. It's people fail to use them. Systems work. People just fail to use them, right? And so you don't want to leave things to memory. We don't leave things to memory. We don't do that. You don't just say it and just hope someone grabs it. Like telepathy is happening here, right? You don't do that. You document things. You talk about things. You make sure that it makes sense, right? So when you think about systems are the what. They're the what to the things. They're the things that you're using to make money. They're the things that you're using to make things work and operate on a day-to-day basis. Those are your systems. Processes are going to be the hows. These are the sequenced activities that you are doing to make the thing work, right? To make the thing make me money. These are the processes. All right. So let me give you an example. Like, one of the spaces that we serve, our niche market, is in transportation logistics. So we work with trucking companies, right? And so, for example, the system within a transportation logistics would be a fleet of trucks, right? So that's the system. Why? That's the thing that you're using to make money. That's the thing that contributes to daily operations. Without the thing, we don't make money. So without the trucks, you're not making money. These are my systems, my trucks, my systems, right? So we're going that way. What are the processes? The processes would be, this is how we confirm a load. This is how we dispatch the load, right? Or this is how we do safety checks of our fleet of trucks to make sure that the thing that makes us money keeps moving, right? Because trucking companies, when the wheels are not turning, there's no money. There's no money coming in, but there's a lot of money going out, right? So where are my truckers at? Where are my trucking company owners at? You know what I'm talking about, right? So keeping the wheels turning on a truck inside of a trucking business, any vehicle, is imperative to the livelihood of the company, right? So when you think about structure, you have to invest in structure. That's how you're going to scale, right? Systems and processes, right? All right. Number four, sales and marketing. Let me tell you what, I know that this is a huge topic. I let me tell you what, sales and marketing is a big beast. It's a huge topic. I mean, we can dissect this thing. I could talk about sales and marketing all year long. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring in a sales and marketing expert, and we're going to have fun talking about sales and marketing, right? So when we think about sales and marketing, here's the thing that I want you to hold on to. If you want more than one client, you must market, and you must understand how to close that deal. Sales and marketing is a must. It's not a luxury. It's not a when I get around to it, right? Sales and marketing is a must. And if you want more than one client, more than one customer, sales and marketing is a must. You must invest in sales and marketing. How you invest in it and how you go about your sales and marketing will be specific to your company, specific to your industry, but it is not something that you leave up to chance. It's not something that you can leave up to when I get around to it, when we make enough money, when we do whatever, because there's so many different avenues, right? So consistent activities that brings leads into your pipeline is a part of marketing, right? Now, the process of qualifying that lead so they can become what? A prospect. And then the process of converting that prospect into a client. That is what we're talking about. You market and then you accomplish the activities of sales. Marketing is to the masses. That's what you do. The strategies that you do to reach out into the marketplace, to reach out into the universe, to bring new leads in and put them in your pipeline. Sales is more about like a one-to-one thing. It's how do I convert this prospect into a customer to become a client, right? We talked about that in detail right here inside the business lab. We talked about that. How do we handle sales and marketing? But you got to invest in it, right? All right, number five, automation. You guys know that I love automation. Absolutely love automation. I think it is a must. I don't think it's an option. Some companies are still trying to function without any element of automation. I'm not really sure how that's working for them, but I can tell you what, without automation, without the incorporation of important AI tools, I can tell you what, there are companies that are surpassing them leaps and bounds, flying right by them, right? Automation saves time. It also increases the productivity of the team, and it improves the communication between you, the company, and your consumer, your client, right? It's all about making sure that we are transferring information and we're delivering service with ease and with speed, right? It also allows companies to respond efficiently, right? Now, I'm going to tie something together for you. Automation is also tied to structure, systems, and processes. So when you go and you implement automation without structure, it's going to be disaster. Just saying, these things all come together. Okay. So what are you automating? We talk about things that you do repeatedly for every single customer. That needs to be put on an automation platform. What do we do? The same thing we do over and over again for every single customer, right? What about the things that we do repeatedly inside the company? The things that a team member does repeatedly, a department does repeatedly. For example, certain marketing things. If you have a marketing department, right? Or you have your sales department. Let me back up. Let's stick with marketing. This is a good example. Let's go back to marketing, right? So you have a marketing department, you got your people doing the marketing, using artificial intelligence to support the movement of your marketing efforts, developing the marketing, developing the content, distributing the content, all of that stuff. This is just supporting the flow of daily operations, right? And so this is what I'm talking about, tying it all together, using automation, using structure, tying it in with sales and marketing. But however, let's go all the way back to number one. If the leader has not invested in any personal development so that they can open their mind to this, this is where the company gets stuck, right? This is where you have team members fighting with the leader to say, let's bring this in, let's do this. And the leader is like, no, I've been doing this for 20 years and we've done it this way all the time. We're not going to change. Problems, right? Because you're going to either lose a team member and you're losing market share. All right. So, shift it up a little bit. All right. So things that you can automate, we talked about this in the business lab as well. We talked about things you automate like scheduling, invoicing. We talked about customer touch, right? How do you communicate with customers? We talked about team trainings, right? You can automate your team training, lead generations, nurture campaigns, right? Things like that, using AI to help with your marketing strategies. All those beautiful things are put on automation platforms, right? All right, so there you have it. There you have it, the 5 things that you should be doing that you should invest in so that your company can scale. We talked about personal and leadership development. You want to invest in manpower. You want to invest in structure. You need to be investing in sales and marketing, and you need to be investing in what? Automation. I absolutely love it. All right, guys. So there you have it. Those are the 5 things that you need to invest in so that you can scale your business and your company, take it to the next level. I hope that this has been ridiculously valuable to you. Remember that even though that this is live, it's also recorded, so you can catch this on the replay. It's on demand for you. And remember, when you are looking for tangible branding and marketing tips, you can go to getbrandingandmarketingtips.com. That's the link you see on screen, getbrandingandmarketingtips.com, and some marketing tips will be dropped right into your inbox, okay, for you to work through. All right, guys. So listen, it's time to go be productive. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Remember, when you need your chief visionary for strategy, for training, for speaking, don't hesitate to go ahead and book a power chat. You can go to impactbrandingconsulting.org to schedule your power chat. So let's talk about some things. And I encourage you and ask you, please, and thank you, to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Impact Branding Videos. I love it. YouTube loves it. And I'm very grateful for it as well. I appreciate you for doing that. All right. So we'll be here next week, same time, same place. Don't forget to bring a business owner with you. Why? Because business owners don't let other business owners miss the Real Biz Life show. Yes and yes. All right. So I will see you next week, same time, same place. My replay team, drop hashtag replay in the comment section so I can show you some love and acknowledge you. One love, one heart, blessings upon blessings. Go be well.